Welcome everybody, hello to what could be the last game of this finals. We're going to be watching these two players play. It will be RGN.artist, who is now in the hole. He is the blue Terran that is down 1-2 in a best of 5 against Type.ReaL, the purple Protoss, who is going to be going for a whole lot of stuff. Actually, I'm going to go D&D now that it's the finals. I don't need to really talk to people. So we're going to have Type.ReaL. He is in a very good position. He's up 2-1. If he loses this, not a big deal. It just goes to a best of 1 to decide who's going to be taking home the prize money. RGN.artist is going to be in a really, really interesting spot. I'm curious what he's going to be going for. He's actually halted SCV production. I think he actually built his supply depot a little bit early. It's kind of a funny mistake that he made. This is a little bit atypical of him. He might be feeling a little bit of the pressure doing that. So, artist will be able to get his barracks a little bit late. This is actually kind of a really bad mistake from building that supply depot full SCV early. You see, I was actually coming back to mine with the SCV because of that mistake, which is going to allow him to capitalize as much as he possibly can on his own mistake and have it matter as little as possible. But here we have ReaL going to go ahead and just throw down his gateway, and he's chrono boosting out his units, and it is a 13 gate. It's not a 12 gate this time around. Just continuing to chrono boost and being pretty much happy. We have artist bringing in another barracks now, or not, well, his first barracks, but a little bit late. And oh my god, guys, we have a deviation. Be excited. Artist is not going for his 1 racks no gas expansion. He has gotten a gas for the first time before a command center. So I'm kind of excited. I'm curious what he's going to be doing. He may be playing a little bit safer now that he's seen Type.ReaL go for as risky in one base of a play as a 4 gate, and do it in a very effective manner with that just running by all of the defenses the artist had. Alright, so now we're going to see Type.ReaL's going to move around. I actually want to see him gas steal. Artist could theoretically go for a 1-1-1. That's something I actually get to say because he didn't go for that no gas expansion. Let's see what Type.ReaL will be going for. He should be losing that pro within moments, as this barracks will be finishing this marine fairly soon. But will there be a gas steal? He's got the money for it, and I don't see why not, considering the fact that he can basically delay any kind of tech play, 1-1-1, banshee play, whatever your heart desires that requires gas. If he gets that gas steal, but looks like that will not be happening right now. Artist is making sure that it's not a possibility, and we're going to see the pro finally get taken out. So for Type.ReaL, he's now gotten his second gas himself. He could be going for some kind of play himself, maybe for a Robo or a Stargate, to try and really put the hurt on Artist. But he could also be going for something like a DT rush, theoretically. Just a matter of what he wants to do. But the fact that this gas was this late, it's probably not going to be DTs. Stargate, though, is still a definite possibility. Now Artist going for a second racks. He might be going for like a 2 racks pressure expand type of play, trying to play as safely as he can, but he will get his full scout over here. The SCV is running around, being very, very active, looking pretty solid, and going to see everything. But the thing is, this pylon back here is indicative of some kind of hidden tech play. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, there's the Robo going down there. Never mind. I was going to say it's a good place to hide a Stargate and get it immediately over to the base of Artist. Let's look at Artist, on the other hand, is getting out his stim, and there we have 2 Marauders and a Marine going to push down, but against this 2-gate, 3-gate Robo that ReaL is going for, it should not be doing anything. And oh my god, I know what he's doing, guys. We're going to have ReaL going for a Warp Prism, doing a Warp Prism 4-gate, where you build a Warp Prism, you 4-gate, you warp in with a Warp Prism, and you attack the person directly through the Warp Prism. However, he's going to get hit hard by the Marauders and the Marine and SCV that are pushing forward. See, the SCV is going to be the one doing the scout first. We have all these units coming forward, but the Ghost of Shells is done. Now we have 3 Marauders and Marine against these 2 units. This is not going to go well. The Warp Gate is almost done, but the gateways are not quite finished. Oh, wow, he sees this entire plan. And Artist, if he can react accordingly, he is pulling back all the units. He's not going to go into an attack with these guys. There's an Immortal being made. Okay, so this is option number 2, where I think Type.ReaL is going to change what he's doing because of the fact that it was scouted by Artist. He could just build a few Immortals, produce it off of a 4-gate, and attack the front with a Warp and a Pylon, so with basically a 4-gate reinforcements while having 1, 2, or 3 Immortals with the attack, depending on what he wants to do. They're very, very, very powerful attacks. They are looks like they're probably going to be pretty much all in, but as you can see, Artist is staying on one base, getting his factory up. He's got 2 racks. He's getting a bunker. He's playing this as safely as he possibly can. He is not way behind, but never mind, there's a Warp Prism. Looks like ReaL's going to go for that Warp Prism Harass once again with the sentries, and he's chosen to expand. So he's basically completely rejected the normal things that you do with the stuff that he had, but Artist is not going to be fooled. He's actually going to go ahead, scout the Nexus, and deal with the fact that he's going to get harassed by all of those units, but he's going to lose the Warp Prism. Maybe it's going to be one more shot. Oh, that's a huge loss. Oh, ReaL just lost that Warp Prism, and he's been scouted with the Nexus. That hurts, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts. So ReaL's going to have to destabilize over here, but now he knows that Artist has read everything he's done perfectly and responded accordingly. We have a starport going down and a reactor, so we could be seeing a very large one-base play. It's not going to be like a 1-1-1, it's going to be normal medevac and bio, but still just off of one base right now for Artist. And ReaL's does not have that many units to actually deal with this. Look at the worker count is 25, 27. Artist has that lead, but notice Artist doesn't have a command center at all. He's just working on this one base play for now. You're going to try and put a ton of aggression, and there's a cancellation on that on the Nexus. It looks like Artist is going to be able to kill that immediately. So oh my god, there's another drop going to be going down. I'm just thinking so much, it's kind of ruining my speaking abilities. But still, units are here. We can see a scan to take that out. Now we're going to have Zealots and the Sentry here. The Sentry could easily just go ahead and try and do some kind of fancy force field to go ahead and just do some damage with those guys. But there is going to be a force field moving down. All these guys are moving forward, and there's going to be really, really deadly. A lot of SCVs are going to be taken out, and this is going to hurt Artist a lot. Still ahead in the food count, though, and now we're going to have its army pulling back, but there is stim on those Marines. No combat shield. It's almost done, but the stim's a big, big thing. As you can see, though, this is basically a forced one-base play from both of the players. Artist is choosing to stay completely on one base right now. He's massing up enough, and now we're going to see him going for the drop play, going to move in, and I don't think ReaL is going to be able to really defend against this. He's got a lot of units. That Immortal is going to be key, and now with this increased influx of these Zealots, this could be what he needs. I'm going to see him pushing forward, but there is going to be stim. We're going to see him moving forward. There is going to be the stim. Zealots are continuing to attack, but we can just easily retreat with the units, and will that Marauder get saved? Looks like he will not get saved. But still, Type.ReaL and both these guys are continuing to be on one base. They could easily try and take expansions right now, defend that way, but another Warp Prism has been made with a probe. We're going to see a hidden Exo probably down here or something to try and fool Artist into thinking that it's going to be just both players sticking to one base, but as of right now, this is looking to be pretty interesting in how this game's actually developing. As you can see, this Marine is still there, and now we've got a pylon being thrown down at a Twilight Council. Okay, this is actually, we might be seeing DTs or something out of ReaL. He used the Warp Prism to build the Twilight Council and then built the pylon to power it. That's genius. Very, very nice, solid play. Vikings running around too, just make sure that no Warp Prism shenanigans can continue to deal damage against Artist. But at the end of the day, Worker's kill count is very much in favor of ReaL with that initial Zealots and that Sentry in there. So this Warp Prism is going to run around and get attacked by the Marine. And now ReaL's just going to go ahead and save it by using the high ground to basically act as a cliff to make sure that he can keep that alive. But Artist did run around with that factory. Didn't see much of anything, though. Now, down here, DT Shrine. Very, very nice. Artist has 4 medevacs out. There's his expansion. Does he have? No. Here's no. Oh, that is just so much DPS. There's no engineering bay, but he's just going to go for it right now. And the Observer will see it. Clutch time on the Observer. And now we have his entire army for ReaL down here, but I don't think there's enough to actually defend against this army. 3 Immortals, though, they could be the difference. Now we see him moving in, and all the units just lift directly back up. And it looks like our Artist will be able to not get that one Marine. It will stim and try and run away, but still, Artist is going to go ahead, come back, and stabilize. But that's a really key thing that ReaL was able to actually deal with this. Viking. Oh, whoa. Artist has seen this. He knows the DT play is coming. He needs to actually get the supply deal up. He needs detection, or just to save his orbital command or something. There's the engineering bay being built. The Observer's going to run around and see it, but the DTs might not be able to do anything, but there is that Nexus going down for ReaL. This is a really, really tense game. You see Artist actually going to go ahead and take the Expo. I hope he actually really realized that the DT Shrine's about to complete. Now we see this Marine here with only 15 health going to actually try and get attacked by the probe. Now it's down to 10 health. Can no longer stim. But there is that missile turret. And here we have an observer just sticking around to just possibly just die from this missile turret as it pops up there. We see it attacking, moving forward. Yep, goodbye to that. No chance it was going to survive. But now we can look around and see there's one DT moving up to the map, but this missile turret should be given enough vision to take it out, unless the DT can just actually survive and just walk out even though it'll get seen. This is a really, really rough... Oh, this could really be bad, unless the DT is going to go straight to the natural mineral line. Looks like it won't. It'll go directly into the... No, it does get seen, and now we're going to see it. We need a scan or something to take out. There's the scan, and it will go ahead and die. Thing is, though, that's a nice threat. Now we have a drop to take out the DT Shrine. That is pretty big deal. No more Twilight Council, no charge or anything. There's nothing to save this from ReaL. He's going to lose that, and it's going to be nothing he can do about it. Maybe if he had built it down here, that might have been a better spot. But still, looking around over here, scanning on all these units to really see what's going on. 3 Immortals are so key in the amount of this army's strength. It's just so much DPS. It's crazy. But we have 7 medevacs out for all of these units. Every single one of these Marines is ready to just rip into anything that they see. And against the lack of Colossi, that'll be a beautiful thing to do. But we have another War Prism being built. So we need to have more harassment, but no DTs this time. There can be no charge lots because the Twilight Council is taking out. But now we're going to move in. Watch, all these units are going to be pushing and attack. We see a nice kiting from Artist going to move forward and deal a lot of damage. The force fields are actually hurting ReaL more than they are helping, and we're going to see it looks like Artist is going to possibly continue to push forward. He's got enough medevacs he can stim forever, and it won't even matter. He's going to push in now. He's going to try and do some damage. There we go. Stimming once again, getting not hit at all by the force fields, accomplishing almost nothing. But ReaL is taking so many losses right now. We can see Artist is continuing to stim and kite, move around, and be aggressive, and it is being very, very effective. But there are more force fields available as these guys are moving forward. We can see that there's a drop down here in the main doing a lot of damage against those units. The War Person not able to do a thing. Now we have another attack coming here. All these units on the ramp taking advantage of that. There's so much damage being done. All these units are going forward. And there's GG from ReaL.